last you saw him, your family was in trouble.
Correct. My father's sister had committed suicide.
And everyone knew your uncle and she had been intimate, and that she was with child?
A fact that enraged him. His revolver was found by her body. One never knows.
You published some articles on your uncle when you returned to England, and then were summoned back to Berlin and taken with your father and aunt to his hotel.
Wild-eyed he was. Wild-eyed. He even threatened to kill himself if anything else was written on his private life.
Oh.
I didn't expect this much snow. These shoes just didn't pass muster. How was I to know it was going to snow like this?
Take my rubbers.
Oh, it's very kind of you. What would I do with them after I've worn them? What if they were found in my home? What would people say if they found rubbers in a spinster's house?
Throw them in the gutters. I couldn't care. I've had them a decade.
I suspect that things made of rubber soles and metal clampets, well, they shall likely outlast our time on Earth.
Not a great achievement. We die quickly.
I'm surprised to have made it 51 years, the world being what it is.
Noon, an ordinary scene, an ordinary city. To most of them, this hour will be rest, a break in the normal routine, but not to everyone. A dame named Fay Trumble prepares to take her life into her own hands.
Oh, stop those crocodile tears.
Where
Your
did
time has not yet arrived. Let's start with some questions, shall
Who
we?
let you into this apartment building?
Fay Trumble.
How did you know?
Born April 17th, 1882.
Are you a census taker?
Mother Elizabeth, Father Henry.
Now listen here, I don't
the
know
sketch
how
you were crying over. That was of your dearest friend in all the world, Dorothy Murley.
The finest person I was lucky enough to know.
I remember escorting her to the other side maybe 5 years ago. She had red hair, just like Lucy's.
How I love Lucille Ball.
Well, then you'll be pleased enough to know that she'll live until the 1990s. Well, almost. You, on the other hand, are scheduled to die of heartbreak sometime tonight.
So what are you, a quack?
Please don't excite yourself. My boss decides when you die.
Oh, and you're here to usher me out. Oh, I'm sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
That is because I never told you.
That's right, you didn't. Well, I'm becoming so forgetful these days. Oh. I fear I may be becoming sick in my head.
Anyhow, my name is Grin. And I'm here to make this as peaceful as possible. Now, these pills are just preparatory. They won't kick in until the top fella upstairs decides that your time is up. Take that! Mercy! What have you done?
You were trying to kill me! I was just defending my right to live. I've changed my mind about dying today, and such is my right.
Nice try, but I don't run on blood. tuck this in nice and tight. There's a draft in here. We wouldn't want you to catch your death with cold.
Stop trying to kill me!
Honestly, there's so many better ways to die.
I decide when I die. Freedom of free will. I need a weapon of some sort in order to protect myself. Now, I'm being pursued by the Angel of Death.
Oh, ma'am, I think you got off on a toot, didn't you? You don't look so good.
Look! I don't know anything anymore!
I think you need to be looked after. My grandfather had derangements. He used to say that animals mock us when we're not around, and that the forests are filled with creatures large and small laughing at us behind our backs.
I'm not filled with derangements.
Oh, you're gonna buy something, dear? Because I'm in the middle of something.
I need a weapon. Now, do you have one or not? Anything. A letter opener. A diamond cutter. Post haste.
I have a box here. Perhaps there's something in it you could use.
How are you? Somebody, help me, please!
Let's see what's in here, shall we? Small items. Tooth powder, some toilet soap, gold cream, a cake shovel. Perhaps you could stab me with this.
What are you doing with my Dorothy's artifacts? That's my box. These were her most valuable belongings. Boots from a man she once helped. The vase that I gave her flowers in.
Go ahead. Hook me with it.
You're not worth the trouble. These had sentimental value to her.
You won't be needing them much longer. You only have a few hours left.
The hours of the afternoon passed by as quickly as one would expect. Fay Trumble found herself in need of a glorious jag.
Take me to the nearest saloon.
This isn't a cab, madam. I'm just sitting here waiting for my girl to get off of her shift.
I need a drink in the worst way. Now take me to a saloon.
That isn't my concern. Now get out.
Step on it, please.
This is my sedan.
I implore you.
If you don't get out immediately, I will be forced to take action. Now, I do not wish to exercise violence upon you, but I will.
But...
Besides, this is Belleville. There's a tavern on every corner. See? Right there. Crazy broad's always trying to get in my car. Perfectly good.
Another pink Sally, please.
I think you probably had enough, lady.
Listen to me. This is probably the last drink of my life, and I want to make it worth it.
Why the last drink?
Leaving this town, leaving this earth, apparently tonight.
Want to have a little fun before you check out?
What are you, a fresh slob?
I'm surprisingly youthful in my agility.
You are not my type of human.
I go to the ladies' room for 45 minutes, and you already have a glorious jag on.
I think I have a good reason.
Why the gloomy look on your mug?
Are you here to kill me? Let's get this done.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Auntie Fay. Now get yourself together.
What did you call me, Grim?
Gemma, You know that. You served her one too many.
She insisted, see? She's not my responsibility.
Your brother is my father. He named me after your mother.
Here I am, my life ebbing away, and you show up to hold me down and try to poison me to death.
I come by every day to make sure that you take your Milltown. Your happy pill. They help with the malaise that followed Dorothy's death, dealing with the gap between a fulfilling and stifling daily existence.
But you attempted yet again to strangle me in the elevator. I mean, my scarf, I cut it.
I was attempting to help you remove your scarf in an overheated elevator. I didn't want you to faint that away.
But you tried to take my Dorothy's most prized possessions.
Your boxes? We took those to the charity shop. You were ready to donate the kitchen items. And those huge size 14 men's galoshes, what were you going to do with those?
Do you mean to tell me that I'm only sick in my mind?
Up until now, it has only been physical malaise, Auntie. But I fear it has become mental.
Oh my gracious.
As your niece, as a nursing pupil, and as your caregiver, that is my considered opinion.
I must leave. I must go home and lie down.
I will drive you the short distance.
No. The fresh air will do me good. Yes, the fresh air will do me a world of good after that mixed cocktail.
Pardon me, lady. If I was wise, I'd stand back and get out of the way. Now, there's no need to look down in the mouth.
And the hair looking like that, I've never seen such a fright. She belongs in a stockyard. Don't you suppose this old gal has been drinking her fair share? She's a grizzled veteran of the time.
Still as old as times, most elderly die of consumption.
Oh, thank you.
My pleasure. Are you all right? Have you come out of sorts?
You promise you won't put me in a straitjacket?
Would you like some help getting to your place? I have some time.
No, thank you. I just need to get settled in and get a bite to eat. I'm hungry as a hunter.
I can't help you in any way.
No, I must go.
Are you certain?
I really should take care of her. It's just my responsibility.
I wish you the best of luck. My father suffered from a mental breakdown when my mother passed. Just part of the irreversible curse of death.
You really do hear everything people say in here, don't you?
Gemma decided to follow up that evening, to stop by the apartment of her beloved Aunt Fay. He found was a woman, present in body, but departed in soul. She had died of a broken heart, taking all of her pills at once.
Auntie Fay, wake up! Wake up! No!
Fay Trumble was now in the heavenly clouds, reunited with the best friend she ever knew in this life, Dorothy Murley.
Excuse me, young lady. But by thunder, I think this afternoon it's supposed to thunder.
So I've heard.
And with that, of course, comes rain. I'm scurrying off to a cocktail party later, and I think I might be in the need for an umbrella and some rubbers.
Ooh, special gal, special date?
I'm going solo.
Oh, I love cutting a rug. You don't like music?
I liked music because I'm a human being with a beating heart and vibrant soul, but not the dancing. I got 2 left feet.
Well, that sounds like an issue for an advanced podiatrist.
You got any rubbers for sale?
With a little digging, I might. We had a pair out here years ago, but nobody wanted them. So now we use them to hose out the back alley.
Don't make them sound so appealing.
They're fine, cleaned by rainwater. Kind of neato. One has a British patch of sorts.
Neato? This'll do.
Are these large enough? Size 14s?
I could fit both of my feet in one of those from heel to toe. But if that's all you got, I'll take them. Truthfully, I'd rather be relaxing at home right now in a jersey and comfortable dungarees.
Table 3 needs silverware, and you cannot be serious. We were all specifically told to wear black, not purple.
Pardon, is this not the entrance to the party? It must not be the entrance to the party.
Come here.
I'm Betsy. Hold these.
Heavens to Betsy.
That's never been amusing to me.
Can you find this man a black shirt?
Well, I'm Noah.
I don't know him. Noah?
No.
No one needs a size small shirt.
This man needs cream on his berries. Hot
I'm
Right
Noah.
on the cream.
Thank you,
This is all a big misunderstanding. Really, you should hold on to that. I'm here for the party.
Just hold still. We're all here for the party.
No, I'm not here to work the event.
That's not a good attitude to
No,
have.
don't let the boss hear you talk like that.
Boss.
How many fruit cups?
He needs at least a dozen.
A dozen will do.
Let's slide right in.
Count them down. One.
Really, this is a big misunderstanding.
No need for you to fuss and fume.
Three.
In your head, please. I already have a headache this size of a boulder.
For someone with a headache, you are talking very loud. Anyhow, I am not part of the event staff. The help.
We've all felt like that at some point. You can do this. Say with confidence. I am the help.
I am the help?
Now go.
And with confidence.
I'm confident that this is not the right door.
Move it along. Don't let the grass grip in your face.
You know her. You love her. Welcome to the stage, Peggy Jackson.
Hey, you, somebody's gonna get hurt with that tray. Stand in one place, dance with my wife.
What, me? No, I'm no great shakes.
Hey, here's a life lesson, kid. Listen to what the lady says. Do what she tells you. You'll be fine. And I'm gonna get your manager.
Oh, don't worry about a thing. Just follow my lead and we'll look great.
We'll stay as we are, even if we owe the grocer. Don't we have fun?
Are you serious? Get in the tray.
Tax collectors getting closer. Still we have fun. There's nothing surer. The rich get rich and the poor get poorer. In the meantime, in between time, ain't we got fun?
works for this company. He looks less like a food server and more like a gas pump jockey.
You know, we're suspicious you're not the help.
That was a gas. I'm jazzed.
Whatever's in my shoes making it painful to walk. Feels like a ball from Mama's gum tree.
Dancing must be what Christmas feels like. I don't really feel at home in this sea of doyish sweater vests. Hanukkah is more my holiday of choice.
You're an Israelite? Up until recently, I thought that Israelites only existed in Exodus. But my friend told me.
Oh, well, we go by Jewish now.
Do you miss Christmas?
Well, I mean, it looks appealing in motion pictures.
We're studying the Israelites in Sunday school.
Us too, in Saturday school. Did you find it yet?
No, and it's driving me batty.
How'd you know?
Know what?
That I wrote that song? She's driving me batty. It was my first #1.
How old are you? I mean, how young are you?
I got published at 22.
Dazzling.
Thank you.
I sang that song in high school once. I changed she to he.
Well, I won't charge you for the publishing fees, or for the change. You sing.
Just for fun. No Billie Holiday.
Though you could play her in a motion picture.
Well, thank you. Found it.
How many minutes left on your break?
Say about 5.
Tell me about your favorite things about Christmas, and I'll tell you why one has not lived until one has tried my matzo ball soup. You should come over.
That sounds intriguing.
Of course, I'll need to get your phone number if I'm gonna phone you. All right. So, favorite things about Christmas. Let's hear them.
Food, people, snow.
Presents?
Presents.
Presents.
Yes. Family, friends.
Maybe you hang socks from the wall or something?
Sometimes. Okay. Christmas music.
Christmas with Father, he hangs a mistletoe. Christmas with Mother, she wraps the gifts she sewed. Christmas with Brother, he makes the train go. Christmas with Sister, she photographs the snow. Angels, long ago foretold. Christmas with wise men, they brought to myrrh and gold.
Christmas with shepherds, they came into the fold. Christmas with Jesus,
a baby kings of gold.
Swag bags. I'm glad you still have some left.
They're for everyone. It's jelly beans. Try some.
Everybody? Sure. Glad you saved mine. Took me a little longer to get ready this morning than expected. You know, my hair and makeup team, they just dawdle.
Are you gonna eat them?
Are there any grapefruit flavored ones? I'm on the strict grapefruit diet. You know how the press can be.
What?
Here, sweetheart. Take this. You've earned it.
Excuse me.
I don't even have my eyelashes yet, but it's so good to meet you.
Hey,
need to reach around and grab some mandarins if you don't mind.
I apologize.
No need to apologize. I just need some fruit.
Would you like me to sign it for you?
I'd rather, you didn't. I don't think my wife would like another woman's writing on her mandarins.
Okay.
$1.49 a pound, ma'am.
Ma'am, don't call me ma'am. That's my mother's name. Just call me Summer. There's no need for formalities.
Okay, Summer. Nice name.
Aren't you a dear? Here, let me do this. Now keep that as a special keepsake. Don't you be selling it on the black market. That's just special for you.
You having a nice day?
Go ahead. Ask me what you want to ask me. Don't be nervous. I'm just like you.
Okay. It's $2.75.
Add a 25% gratuity to the bill.
A gratuity? Tip? You don't tip your clerk.
Nonsense. I always pay my assistants. That's what I learned from Anne St. Marie.
Thanks, but no. Just sign here.
Oh, my Lord, somebody's always asking for my signature. It's so taxing, but anything for the fans.
Ma'am.
Oh, no, sweetheart. We don't wave like that. You get the jiggles right here. We don't want the arm to jiggle. We put the arms down to the side, the buffalo wings, because it's so slimming, and we just clap wave. Secret of the stars.
Yeah, and you forgot your bag.
Oh my God, it's so humiliating. I've got so much on my mind, like my lines for today's show, etc. And they haven't even put my eyelashes in yet.
And now it's time for... Press Your Lucky Star! That's right, and here's your host, Art Daly!
Thank you very much, Joey, and thank you all so very much. Welcome to Bless Your Lucky Stars. It's a show that features stars trying to guess the identity of a fellow star. Let's meet today's panel, shall we, Joey?
First, we have incomparable singer, Daisy Darby!
Daisy Darby, I hear you have a new album in the works.
That I do. I'm excited to announce that I'm working with Hugh Edgeworth. It's a bit of a romp through psychedelic poetry that I penned while performing in the Catskills.
Wonderful!
Next we have Phil Von Phillips!
Hello all! And you have a new motion picture, do you not? What's it about?
Aliens invade Earth dressed in hideous clown makeup, and they trap humans in cotton candy cocoons.
How fun!
Every role is a new challenge from an acting perspective.
And speaking of acting, I notice you have a female actress beside you.
Yes, Art, we have female actress Sue Gandy.
Actor is fine.
And do you ever fill out a curvy costume, Mrs. Gandy? Any plans to do Catwoman again?
Well, I'm not married. Feel free to.
Miss Gandy.
Just call me Sue.
Sue
really.
Gandy, keeping us in suspense if she'll return to play the curvy Catwoman on the silver screen.
Well, no one ever asks me to fill out a cat suit. How come is that?
And welcome Hollywood womanizer Kirk Hammond.
Oh, you know how to make a boy blush.
What's the skinny, Kirk?
What do I know from skinny? I'm on the grapefruit diet.
How many of those do you eat a day?
One with every meal. The only problem is the women say that my disposition has gotten so sour.
It's legendary comedian Mebby Maples.
You know we need you to do it.
What's that?
Come on, you know what we want.
Well, I can be so silly. I just want to take a nap in my Betty Boy.
Oh, great to have you. Do you ever leave?
The producers got me a fold-out couch. I sleep on the stage every night.
Spoken like a true female comedian. Joey?
Last but not least, Woody and his little moose, Little Woody. Looks like you got a new room full of dummies. Now that's no way to treat a nice-looking audience. Keeping me in your stinky underwear drawer's no way to treat me either.
Use your right hand, there you go, and the left hand on the handle. Okay, good. All right, shoulders up, arch your back with
I've got
confidence.
this. This isn't my first dance at the disco.
That's right. You've been doing this for 3 months now. She's an old pro by now.
Oh, they want you to take your mark.
Do you think you could throw me a line? I can do more than just look fresh.
They gave me a line on 20 questions. I remember. I like men who use menin. How about you?
20 questions was before I was born.
Girls these days. If we don't remember our television history, we're doomed to repeat it.
Now, the person who correctly guessed, mystery guest, will raise money for his or her charity. And this is no chump change. Oh, Angie!
$600 in cold, hard cash.
Let's reveal our mystery celebrity. And now let's show, just for the audience, the name of our guest.
A lady celebrity. If I'd known I had a chance in the sack, I would have worn clean drawers.
Okay, let's start with our first clue. Wonderful to have you here, Mrs. X. Could you tell us something about yourself?
Well, I've never been mistaken for a mule, but you might associate me with Yule.
Is that spelled Y-O-U apostrophe L-L or Y-U-L-E?
Y-U-L-E.
Baby, it's cold outside. Where's the mistletoe when you need it? Don't look at me with those eyes or we'll have trouble.
Let's get serious and start with Kirk.
Okay, Mrs. X, are you famous for starring in a Christmas movie or maybe a Christmas TV special?
No, but you could associate me with several Christmas specials or movies.
Okay, I'm out.
Daisy?
Are you a famous decorator? Someone known for their holiday designs?
No.
For bringing holiday cheer to the children?
I'm not Mrs. Claus, if that's what you're asking. But I suppose what I do does bring joy to children and adults. That's my wish, at least.
It's just 2 lines.
Noam Herschel penned this song while wearing these galoshes. Later, after our mystery guest made this song a hit, she purchased the footwear from the songwriter as a memento.
Got that? Because if it's too hard to read the print, I'm happy to go get one of the other models.
Got it. Easy as pie.
Are you someone who decorates holiday windows like at Macy's?
No.
Or are you a live model in one of those windows?
I hardly think they would have me.
Now here to give us a visual clue is the lovely Summer.
Noam Herschel penned this song while wearing these boots. Later, after our mystery guest made the song a hit, she purchased the footwear from the songwriter as a memento.
Oh, that's a good clue.
This is so exhausting. How am I supposed to know?
It's your turn.
I just want to take a nap in my Betty Bob.
What was that?
Pardon me?
Memento? It's pronounced memento.
It's my accent.
Oh, crap. Learn to pronounce everyday common words, or we'll need to find someone who can. And I can tell you chalked at the word galoshes. You called them boots.
I did?
That's not what they are. Had you said rain boots, maybe? No. No, say what's on the cards.
I've done just fine all these years in
And
show
your defensive
business.
response is just as I predicted. This will be your last show. You can leave today after closing credits. We'll let you tell the press that you retired. They'll buy that.
That was so unfair. So not
right. You're a true...
Get off me, you little twit!
I think I've got it. She's a singer of Christmas with the Ones We Love, Lana Irvine.
That's it! Written in 1957 by Noam Herschel, Christmas with the Ones You Love was recorded by Miss Lana Irvine the following year, soaring to the top of the charts thanks to its catchy, singable chorus.
Jocko Henderson called it better than White Christmas, and now it's truly a Christmas standard.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. I have all of your records, but I never knew your speaking voice.
Well, this is it.
And that means the $600 cash prize will go to Sue Gandy's cause.
Helter Shelter. It's actually a charity for home parties.
What are you doing wearing those?
It's raining cats and dogs.
Those boots are the property of our mystery guest. Go put them back.
I will. I need to run back outside and then I will.
Oh, you look a fright. You need to go to makeup and hair.
I will.
Here's your kitchen timer you'll need for the closing credits.
Where have you been?
I just...
Closing credits?
It's out for her.
Here.
That's another day of... Go out there and be sure to hug and nurse. Those girls work hard. Bye for now.
Men appearing on today's show will receive a handsome calculator, great for crunching numbers and paying those bills on time. Women appearing today will receive a beautiful stovetop timer, a perfect solution to those burnt casseroles. This is Joey Clayton. Bless Your Lucky Stars is a Mort Golson television production. All prize prices were correct at the time of recording.
Can I get in? We need to talk.
You're fine right there. What is it?
I think you misinterpreted what I said. It was the heat of the moment when they were pushing me on stage. When I said that was before I was born, before you were on TV, I didn't mean that as an insult. I grew up watching you push men and Bruce's floor cleaning products and Drexel Pine look furniture and Hot Point electric kitchen stove cabinets. You're a...
Thank you, sweetheart. Would you like an autograph as a memento?
You're a television pioneer. And I cannot wait to see what fabulous show you end up on next. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love the moment.
taking a toll.
I'm wiped when I get home.
We all have processes that clear our mind. What's yours?
I don't know. Video games?
At your age?
Video games have matured in the 90s.
So you're not climbing ladders and jumping over barrels?
Slim came over last night, and we're playing rescue. You play as a hero, a cop, a firefighter, a helicopter rescuer.
Isn't that what you do all day? Help me, please!
You got to let go of my hand and grab the ladder!
No, I can't!
I promise you, the helicopter will be
You gotta lower the ladder down, not up. Down. Man, put the down joystick towards yourself. Have you ever played this game before, man? You suck.
Put your hand on this run. You'll be fine. Trust me, dog.
What the hell? It was me in the game, and I recognized her.
Some young tart that you dated? I mean, I assume...
A lady. I knew her face. Man, tripping. You don't think that helicopter dude looks like me? Man, just because you adopted by a white woman doesn't make you white, bro. Huh?
I said rescue me! You could have saved me! I'd like you to consider taking this medication. Turn off the TV and try taking a bath.
Men don't really take baths.
The Romans considered bathing as a regimen of health. I assume you have a compact disc player?
Yes.
Music you'd hear in a spa. Much better therapy than violent video games.
Hello? What's so much more? Hey! What's going on over there? Hello? You don't belong here!
Could have saved me.
You could have saved me! I didn't.
Why didn't you?
I don't know who.
Could have saved me.
It's too late. It's too late.
Hey! Wait! Come back!
Are you okay, sir?
Oh!
Are you from around here?
This is my home.
I
Get
wasn't
off my property.
questioning whether
You kind of were. Let's go.
I'll be okay. We're okay. Why did you let me die? Why did you let me die?
And this is after you took the pimavanserin?
Yeah, I took it.
Now the thing with atypical antipsychotics, Okay, describe the hallucinations. Who are they? Relatives, loved ones?
I can't. I just don't really know. They're unfamiliar. Well, no. The man in my bathroom, his face was vaguely familiar.
First of all, you must take your medication on a regular basis. That way you get the most benefit. You must take it on every day at the same
Yeah, that'd be easy to do during residency.
What do we need? We need, I've got the information sitting in the room right now.
1, 2, 3.
Everyone loses a patient. You have empathy.
The eyes. Watching the eyes close for the last time. There was nothing I could do in the situation.
I'm going to ask you a personal question. You were raised in New York?
That's not that personal. Yeah, NYC.
So you were raised in a massive, dangerous city?
I was born in Brooklyn in an orphanage until my mom adopted me.
And after that, you moved here?
After she retired from show business.
So you were raised in an orphanage, where as a little boy you probably had a lot of trauma back then that you suppressed, and you're not remembering the details.
That? Well, it could have been my mom dying in my arms when I was 11.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You remember that one? That was the last month. You don't remember that? 242 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 130 rushing yards, rushing touchdown. The greatest comeback of all time. You don't remember that? That was a win in the last month. What are you talking about here, man? Come on, Bob.
But let's look at what he followed it up with. The following week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Don Brown found his way off.
No.
You could have saved me.
You were taking your last breath. We would have done anything to him.
It's called hyperempathy. You're feeling the stress of your patients, more than the stress. You're feeling the emotional and physical pain.
That's it. All these ghosts, these hallucinations.
You're dealing with real human beings on your table now, and you're losing real human life. You're feeling their emotions. You feel their anxiety as they pass from this life, even their anger.
All of that. It's...
Take your time.
It's hijacking my life.
Yeah, we don't want to see you moving from excessive empathy into resentment. you can feel so much disillusion that you actually isolate yourself.
Submerged in rage and despondency.
No, I don't see that happening.
Mr. Burlington.
Kurt.
We don't think emergency medicine is the right path for you right now. Let's explore some other options. We have several fields that we can funnel you into, given your training and your experience here. You will fit right in.
Appreciate that.
Cool. Look what I found. I went thrift shopping. Look, aren't these cool?
Oh, those are great.
Cool. I'm gonna put them on the corner.
That'd be good. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Barack Obama and his henchman, No Biden, were making a lunch stop at a burger joint in Virginia last week. Now get this. When he orders mustard, does he order normal American yellow mustard? Of course he doesn't. Our man of the people asked for spicy mustard, for Dijon. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Once again, this patriot president has to demand French crap.
What kind of pagan puts Dijon mustard on a cheeseburger? Who doesn't use ketchup? I'll tell you who. A pretentious elitist with the middle name Hussein. We have a caller, Greg from Littleton. Go.
I'll tell you what, I'm tired of these uppity black men who have something to prove once they make it out of the ghetto.
Yeah, I want a large ginger ale, a large fries, a double burger with ketchup, onions, pickles, and regular American yellow mustard.
You make a fair point. Kenya is a city in the country of Africa. It's basically a ghetto, minus the illegal cable hookups. Medium well. I mean, come on. Give me a flip to notice. The quote-unquote president also likes mustard that is grown in Canada. That's right, folks. Dijon uses Canadian brown mustard seeds. What? They can't find any grown in the good old US of A? They look everywhere. They have nothing in the US of A. We have a whole agricultural system here. We don't have any mustard seeds. And of course, Dijon mustard has to be kosher.
Can I help you put that in that part?
So you have
You
a
got it in
rabbi.
Well, maybe if they made these work kitchens more handicapped accessible.
I know, it's just awful how they treat y'all veterans. That's just awful. Back up, Kurt. Back up.
And then they'll release the big one, and they'll kill probably half of the population of the United States.
Perk. Take those out. I have a favor to ask.
Yeah?
Would you please help our new trainee take him through the claim settlement database and get him comfortable with the interface?
Sure.
This is Chabad. Get him up to speed with our processes for negotiating and our forms for recommending litigation. Thank you.
I'm kind of busy.
Go ahead and sit right next to him.
I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if we don't stand up to these American Taliban liberals. We'll lose our firearms.
Photo of the President of the United States of America on a bicycle wearing, get this, a helmet. People, radio does not do this picture justice. I beg you to run to the internet, to the website, and take a look at the photo of the Specialist Whip. Sorry, President Poupon riding his bicycle around with a little helmet to protect his afro.
Who is
I mean, honestly, though.
It's me.
Honestly.
Oh, come on in, Mandy.
Auntie says to give her a call about some issue with the family trust.
Oh, what the?
WTH. It's 7 and you still haven't taken these? I'll get you water.
Oh, no.
I don't even know what a trust is.
Money issue.
Without a helmet. For me, it's mainly a
Have you rearranged these? I don't remember the pointy ones being here.
Don't touch any of them.
No, I don't mind helping you box them up. Maybe you could give them to a VA or a church group or something.
Not another word.
What did your wife call them? Like world of immorals?
Immortals. This was Shirley's lost world of immortals.
I'm coming over tomorrow night. I'm gonna bring you a plant in a pot. It's almost Earth Day. We get extra credit for everything we plant. Little trees turn to oak trees in the next 20, 30 years. Can you turn that down?
I don't need a plant. Don't bring me one.
We could do that in your backyard when it's nice outside.
Mandy, I don't need a distraction. You're not a replacement for Shirley. You're a nice, smart young girl, but I know what you're... Get out. And tell Auntie if she wants to speak about that thing, she can call me. She doesn't need to use you.
I want you to compare images of strong leaders like Vladimir Putin, shirtless on a stallion. This guy has muscles. He basically looks like an action star. Or take an actual one like Arnold Schwarzenegger. This guy's getting the most embarrassing State of the Union into shape.
Leadership requires real men. Not fancy-ass President Obama. No, sorry President Poupon riding his bike.
What do you mean, fire me? I thought you liberals didn't discriminate. Just because I'm a cripple? Lawsuit.
Mr. Ganderson, your retirement age, it's natural.
I need this job.
Social Security? You must have something planned
I
other
opted
than...
out of that years ago. Unlike other people that are waiting for the feds to give them a handout for everything.
Opted out?
Yeah, I was a pastor for 30 years, and I'm not sending money to a socialist government. That's not the best way to use God's income. I made a biblically informed decision on how to handle God's income, and it's not going to Uncle Sam. IRS publication number 517.
So you set up your own retirement plan?
No, I did not. And I didn't plan on my angel dying in the rock garden or on them cutting off my leg because I got the sugar. I suppose you're going to blame me for that, too.
Smoking causes a lot less damage. And the harm is done...
I was just going through your folders to check for open
Get
invoices.
your furry paws off my computer. Go. Okay, all the time you're here to take my job pretending to be an intern. How long have you people been planning this coup?
Sorry. So-called harmful behavior.
Have you ever seen anything less presidential? Do you think you'd ever see President Reagan's naked legs? Bending eagerly a bit too much? Like a scared little cautious boy?
No.
More concerned with safety and correctness than style. For some reason, I've never seen this guy with a helmet on his horse. People compare the two. One is a man. The other is a risk-averse little boy who wants to pedal home and read his new encyclopedias. Why does he have
Not tonight,
to
I
look
took
at
the
the
pills.
scenery everywhere he goes?
I brought the tree. Come on, it's heavy.
Oh, boy.
Folks,
This ain't happening.
I'm
Okay.
telling you
There we
right now.
Come on, I came all the way over.
This isn't the night. Go home, little girl. I don't want to be bothered with that. I told you, go away.
I have too much self-respect to be screamed at by some old ingrain of a man I'm barely related to. If I wanted that, I could get that for free from my own dad.
And no more discussions about the trust. From now on, written communication only.
Real.
And why do I want a tree I'm never going to live long enough to see? It's idiotic.
Shouldn't he be working on preventing another 9/11? Or does he want to protect his Muslim buddy?
Mandy.
impressive you dug that with a hand shovel.
Yeah, well, Psalm 94, verses 18 and 19. When I said my foot is slipping, Lord, your unfailing love supported me. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy.
One of your old sermons?
No, just passage.
What do you think was the best sermon you ever preached?
I've never thought of that.
You have time. I'm not going anywhere.
That sewer is filled with trash. All you need is an open wound right now.
Yeah.
Here. This one is on its last hurrah. I just need to get you a new clasp.
You know, my great uncle only had one leg. The second boot just sat in the closet.
What are these, 50 years old? Don't you think it's time for something new?
You think today's footwear, polypropylenes, hold up better? These are more like 150 years old. This patch is British military, before the Second World War.
Taltavia, I'm not old enough to even remember when there was a Britain or a United States.
Oh, of course not. You weren't alive. I was 7. A little remains in memory. Not much.
It's here. Let's get that clasp fixed before you go trudging back in the water again. Okay, and I can, well, we'll see.
You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this lining. It's all tore up anyway. Doesn't help at all. What in the solar hell?
What?
Look.
What?
Read the name. I can't see. Read the name scratched on the side.
Hitler.
I can't explain it. I don't know how.
Perhaps I should stay a few more moments. I've just had my hair set.
I'd like to see what you've written on my behalf if you're ready to share it.
Oh, absolutely. His Excellency, Franklin D. Roosevelt. May I take the liberty of encroaching upon your valuable time and that of the staff of your White House? Mindful of the critical days the nation is now passing through, I do so only because the prerogative of your high office alone can determine my difficult and singular situation.
Mindful of the critical days our nation now passes through.
Well, that's why you hired me, sir. My political secretarial skills.
You're far more skilled than the average secretary, my dear girl. Continue.
I am the nephew and only descendant of the ill-famed Chancellor and leader of Germany, who today so despotically seeks to enslave.
You mentioned my attempts to serve in my homeland?
Oh, yes. I have attempted to join the British forces, but my success as a lecturer made me probably one of the best attended political speakers, with police frequently having to control the crowds clamoring for admission in Boston, Chicago, and other cities. This elicited from British officials a rather negative invitation to carry on.
All my relatives and friends soon will be marching for freedom and decency under the stars and stripes. For this reason, Mr. President, I am respectfully submitting this petition to you to inquire as to whether or not I may be allowed to join them in their struggle against tyranny and oppression.
William Hitler, nephew of Adolf Hitler, was rejected from the British military. After sending this letter to FDR, he was eventually approved to join the US Navy in 1944. He was wounded in action during the war and awarded the Purple Heart. William Hitler changed his surname to Stuart Houston and died in 1987 in Long Island. None of his 4 sons have children.